Hi and welcome. We've got Kim Hague,
Yes.
Regional Events Manager at Dubbo.
Yes.
Kim, tell us about Dubbo. What's going on?
Look, Dubbo's, we're doing really great at the moment. It's quite a region that's really coming along. We're doing a lot of new stuff there. Business events is great for us, and it's a really new space for us, which is good. We've got everything from the African safari through to the
Serious?
Australian bush. Yeah, we've got the zoo, Taronga Western Bay Zoo.
Oh, there you go, of course.
250,000 people come through the zoo every year.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So how are you tying events with that?
Well, we can do some really great stuff in regards to that high-end, stay in the safari lodges, getting up close and personal with the animals.
Wow.
But also, we've just got some really great venues. We're about to spend $10 million on some really big new projects that we're doing, which include an outdoor events precinct right on the river. So it's pretty cool.
Sensational.
Yeah, we're doing really well, which is great.
And these are all the things that you want to increase for business events?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a market that will really help regional Australia, and particularly for Dubbo. When you're getting people out of the city and actually, getting into the regions and understanding the regions, it really makes an impact on the communities, not just for the venues and what have you, but all the bars and cafes and everything. It means so much more to regional when you bring a conference and event to us.
No brainer.
No, absolutely.
And
I love it.
I understand it's easy to get there with all the
absolutely.
flights.
Well, we do 200 flights a day into Dubbo. We do direct to Brisbane, Melbourne, Sydney and Broken Hill, and then we have a lot of other ones as well. So I flew down here direct to Melbourne this year.
How'd you do?
I know, it's great. It was easy.
And how are you finding AIM?
AIM. I love AIM. I've been doing AIM for a long time, as you and I know.
Yes.
So, it's really good just to get in touch with buyers, to talk about our region, to talk about Dubbo and what we've been doing, and just to get the information out there. I just don't think people realise how much is actually happening in region for them to actually bring their conference and groups out, which is really great. We're about to put hopefully a direct satellite feed from Dubbo back to Sydney.
Oh, tell me more about that.
Well, we can basically do direct feedback, so you're not relying on internet and things like that. It will be hopefully connected to our regional theatre. So we could do TEDx talks,
Wow.
We can do live feeds back to the media and to news channels. So that's all in the pipeline. So hopefully that'll be coming up in the next couple of weeks. So watch this space.
Dubbo becoming very techie.
Absolutely, we are techie. 5G, we've got it.
That's excellent. And tell me what happens now. That people are talking about the coronavirus,
Yep.
the bushfires. Have you been affected?
Look, we haven't been affected with coronavirus and all the bushfires. That's a little bit different, but obviously drought. We've been affected for drought for 2 years plus.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it does impact, and it impacts quite heavily. But in saying that, someone to bring the conference to our region means so much more than any water that they might use when we're here. The hundreds of dollars that they would spend with us really is a much bigger impact than they would spend in a metro area. So
But is that what they're thinking? About saving,
absolutely,
and I don't want to
yeah.
come out because I want to,
Yeah, we've had conference delegates who have contacted us being concerned that they will use water when they come out.
Wow.
Because we're on quite high level restrictions.
Yeah.
But we talked to our mayor. We actually got a letter to say come and still stay with us because they've already booked in. So they're booking away and they're coming to support our community, which is really fantastic.
And where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh, see, interesting question.
Yeah.
I know. Look, I love Dubbo. I love what's happening there. There is so much, new things happening, and I love the region. It is a great region. I mean, I take my kids to the zoo as we drive past. As you do. It's so easy.
Of course. Hey, what are you doing today? I'm going to the zoo.
I just got to pop past the zoo. It's right on my way home. They get 2 animals. They get to pick one each. That's it.
No stuffed animals? It's real stuff?
No, real stuff. One animal. That's all we do. But it's a community.
Yes.
So, we know the people at the zoo. We know people at all the venues. You can pick up the phone. If someone wants something different, we can do that.
Fantastic.
It's much easier than, when you're working with a small community. There's cool stuff happening.
And being here in the stand, you're amongst obviously the regional New South Wales stand with a whole bunch of other people. How's this been effective
It's
for you?
fantastic.
It's a good way. It's good.
I think the thing is that from regional New South Wales, we're all working together for the same thing. We want to get people out into region, and it's great to meet other people. So if someone's coming to us, then we might say after Dubbo, you might go to Broken Hill or might go to Orange. There's lots of different things to do, and we're all about regional New South Wales. So that's the common thing. Get out there, get out of the metro cities, and have a bit of fun.
Kim, thank you very much for your time.
Pleasure.